Something that is also about power is the gun control issue, because it all is rooted in white supremacy when it comes to these mass shootings. And we're seeing that right now play out in Ohio with an ignorant decision that's been made with school districts. They could have end up arming employees as soon as this fall, following legislation that's been approved by GOP lawmakers and set to be signed by the GOP governor there, Mike DeWine. So as the AP has reported, Democrats said the proposal, which is optional for schools, sends a wrong message a week after a massacre of 19 children and 2 teachers at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Republicans are saying that the measure could prevent such shootings. Lawmakers fast-tracked the legislation to counter the impact of a court ruling that said under current law, armed school workers would need hundreds of hours of training. Yes, they'd need all the training and the resources that they don't necessarily have when it comes to actually being positioned to educate students. They are being underpaid. We just saw that they were mistreated significantly for simply teaching about history. And now you want to force them to have training on firearms, and you're gonna provide them with resources, but not to be able to teach and instruct, but to be able to shoot guns, to militarize? Are you out of your mind? Plus, we've seen so many instances of violence be executed in classrooms simply by virtue of how marginalized students are treated. So how's that gonna work when you see a young black man, a young black student, a child make a comment and the teacher doesn't like it, yet the teacher is armed and has had a rough day? No, we don't wanna introduce these weapons of violence into what should be an educational environment, learning environment. It's just not gonna work. Yasmin, your closing thoughts.
Yeah, it is interesting too, because whenever you have public education systems, the barrier to entry to become a teacher is so low, and they're really not encouraging people to become teachers because they're not paying them and they're not giving them the infrastructure that they need to do that. So we outsource so much of our childcare to these teachers, to nannies, to daycares and things like that. We already are entrusting our children's lives in these public people, right? And now we're gonna arm them. And we don't really know those people that well, right? It's a very scary prospect. I have my mother friends who are crying. They've been crying since the Uvalde shooting. One of them said that she goes up into a closet and she cries so her kids won't see her. It's terrifying. And more guns, as we've seen, is not the solution to gun violence in this country. It's not gonna work. And it's like what you were saying, these teachers need to focus on education. They need to focus on teaching these children, and they're not gonna be able to do so if they're also expected to be, gun trained protectors of, an entire classroom of children.
Yep, and also too, we've already had security guards at the front door. They had one in Uvalde, Texas. It did not work. So why add more guns to the situation other than if you want to distract from the fact that you are not passing legislation to get rid of the guns, which you should be doing.